with nothing. But thankfully that's now changed. So one of the main purposes of the legislation was to try and combat economic crime from people being able to set up fraudulent companies very easily. There's no trace on who the shareholders or directors are. So there's a few main aspects really of the legislation. One of them being, and the biggest one that's come into force this week, is identification.
Yeah.
So all directors and persons with significant control of a limited company in the UK and a limited liability partnership have now got to verify their identification with Companies House. So there's a bit of a staged timeline for that coming in. So as of the 18th of November, so last Tuesday by the time this comes out, any new company incorporated, a director or shareholder or person with significant control of that entity will have to have had their identification verified.
On one level, the logic behind that is, if you want the benefit of limited liability status, you have to go through the process of properly registering who you are to, there's the burden and the benefit to get that protection in effect.
Absolutely. And, it should eventually put an end to these long trails of ownership, which is all just a bit hazy and you can't really pinpoint who the real beneficial owners of entities are.
There's I know, and as ever, there's people are a little bit worried and scared about some of this stuff. The reality of it is, probably since whenever, post 9/11, when the legislation came in around anti-money laundering, if you are doing anything with a law firm, you have had, we've just alluded to this, you had to prove who you were, and actually more recently provide evidence as to where the money's come from to do this. So there is an element of this is, if you have got a limited company, you will have an accountant, you will have a lawyer, you will have already done everything that is needed here.
Absolutely.
With your lawyer or with your accountant.
If you are trading that company legitimately, how have you done anything without providing your ID to somebody that you've engaged?
And is there a little, I mean, I bumped into an accountant, Barry Edwards from Rustance,